There you are. I was hoping you were going to stop by today. Man, it's always exciting when you come for a visit. So come on in and let's visit the next 10 minutes or so, okay? I have something I want to share with you today that I think we all experience at times, and that's negative emotions and learning how to take life in stride because of the negativism around us. Well, I'm Lou Vickery, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you. You know, let me see, there are about 600 words in the dictionary that express negative feelings. Consequently, that makes negative emotions a part of our life. In fact, it's a given in our daily affairs. It would quite, it's just not something you can stay away from. They're going to happen. You're going to run into some negative emotions. So the big thing is, since we're going to have them, what do we do about it? You know, I know there are certain situations like losing a job, going through a divorce, facing monetary issues, witness the death of a loved one. They all lead to adverse reactions and negative emotions. The depth of the response, so that we have to these negative situations is what leads to unhealthy conditions and consequences. Attempting to suppress negative emotions can backfire and even diminish our sense of well-being. So instead of backing away from them, I think we should recognize them and learn how to manage them. How do you deal with negative emotions? Do they have a significant impact on you and what you do in your life? You know, emotions come and emotions go, but it's what happens in between that's the big question. If you do something that has negative consequences, the aftermath could take you to depths that you may find it very difficult to dig out of. Although positive emotions can be a key factor in attaining and maintaining mental stability, research shows that the ability to handle negative feelings is a key factor into our ability to maintain emotional stability. You know, I'm going to share some points with you about how to do that, how to handle the negative things that happen. But you know, one of the important things to recognize is that an EQ is almost as important as an IQ. The EQ is your emotional quotient, how you're able to maintain an element of stability in face of negative and strong emotional feelings. So I want you to think about these points. Number one is do a better job, if it's a concern of yours, to think realistically. Put things into perspective. Not get too high, too low when confronted with a challenge. And what it does, it helps to reduce stress, anxiety, the negative things that can keep you on your knees. Number two is to manage time wisely. Controlling your time rather than having your time control you aids greatly in controlling emotions. Plan, prepare, practice, perform. This is the order of events when you effectively want to limit unhealthy emotional reactions. Number three is be good to yourself. You cannot always control those around you. Maybe they don't treat you right, but you can make a habit of treating yourself right. Because if you maintain a strong belief in yourself, then the emotional swings are limited. Laughter. Laughter is therapeutic. We've talked about this before, the importance of laughter. Laughter is that where you feel good all over and you principally show it at one spot. Use humor to your advantage. Laughing is a great way to relieve tension and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Don't try to be a perfectionist. Man, this is a problem with a lot of folks. Strive for excellence. I mean, you can shoot for perfection, but don't be disappointed if you have to settle for excellence. That will be good enough, and it will be a significant factor in keeping your emotions at a manageable level. Number 5 is listen attentively and carefully. Poor listening habits raise tension because the communication process breaks down or is less effective. Listen, and listen even more. Number 6, open your mind. Keep an open mind to all the possibilities that can help you resist the emotional builders of pessimism. Open your mind. It's, in a way, it relates to being realistic that we talked about in number 1. Number 7 is prepare for key events. Preparing mentally, emotionally, and physically for important events helps you to stay calm in those situations where tension tends to be high. Get yourself ready. Get yourself prepared. Preparation is the key. Number 8, establish a regular routine. Eat balanced meals, eat them at the same time, get adequate sleep. Both of those are emotional reducers, We're going to talk in a coming session about the importance of what we eat and how we eat. We're also going to discuss sleep and sleep habits. Number 9 is learn to check tendencies toward becoming overly emotional in those situations that historically you have experienced emotional reactions. Now think about that. Learn to check the tendencies. Step away if you have to. Take a step back and look at the situation. Number 10 is to balance reason with emotion. Keep your perspective and not give up the spark and excitement you bring to your efforts. Balance with emotion. Number 11, learn to stay within yourself. That doesn't mean you have to be emotionless. You just have to know how to manage your emotions during a time when you have a tendency to become emotional. Stay within yourself. It doesn't mean, as I said, that you are emotionless. You tend to have ability to manage emotions. If we think it through, if we think about what we're doing, we have a greater leg up on our ability to handle the emotions that occur around us, particularly the negative. Here's my last one, and it's my favorite. Don't sweat the non-essential stuff, because most of it is non-essential stuff. I'm Lou Vickery. the author of soon to be 25 books. You can check our book list out at awiseword.life/the library. And I'm going to ask you, if you like what we do here, share it with your friends. Ask them to subscribe. I would be most appreciative for that. We'll be back here soon. You come and visit us. And until then, you keep that smile on your face. You keep happiness in your heart. And you keep optimism on your tongue. I'll see you soon.